And you have made it to the last day. Yay! And today is just accumulation of everything that have done over the last 10 days. So we're gonna just put it all together into a nice little 10 to 12 minute sequence. And this will be a great sequence. You can come back to it anytime that you just wanna squeeze in a little yoga into your morning, into your evening, or your lunch break. You can come back to this video and do this over and over again because we're just going to touch on a little bit of all the parts of the body. So before we get started, if you haven't already, please go like my Facebook page, Be Extra Yoga with Nicole Schoolfield, where I post all about my own life in yoga, daily inspiration, breaking down of poses, all kinds of fun stuff there. And I'd love for you to join me in the private group if you haven't already. And this is a fun space, so you can always come back as you're doing these videos and ask personal questions here in a little bit more of a smaller setting. So, we are ready to get started. Let's hit our mat. Coming to the top of your mat here. Let's take Tadasana. Feet are underneath the hips. Pelvis tucked in a little bit. Get nice and long through the torso, through the neck. That chin is even with the floor. Hands turn out, close the eyes, and just begin to breathe here for a few breaths. Drawing yourself into the moment, drawing yourself into this practice, to your mat. Allowing yourself to give you this gift of just this few minutes here, turning inward. 3 big, deep, clearing breaths. Inhale in through the nose. Out the mouth with a sigh. 2 more just like that. Breathing in. And let it out. Breathing in. And letting it out. Inhale, the arms up over the head, nice and tall. And then exhale, forward fold from the waist. Arms come down to your mat and hang. Inhale, lift for space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Arms lift up over the head. And then prayer at heart center. 2 more just like that. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway for space. Exhale, the hands down to the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And prayer the hands at heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold from the waist all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway for space. Exhale, the hands down to the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up over the head. Steeple those fingers so those pointer fingers press up towards the ceiling. Press down into the feet. Lift up out of the waist and then over to the right side. So our shoulders are nice and stacked. We're pressing down into that left foot so we can really feel the stretch down the left side of the body. On an inhale, come a little deeper. And then release up. Lift up out of the waist again. And over to the left side. And shoulders are nice and stacked, pressing down into that right foot. Feeling that stretch down the side of the body. Opening up the chest. So we aren't closing ourselves off, but really opening here. And inhale, go a little deeper. And come back up. Big deep inhale up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway for space. Exhale, the hands down to the mat, set back into plank. Hold here at the top. Big deep inhale. Exhale, drop the knees down to the mat. Keeping those elbows in towards the body. Lower all the way down. Inhale, lifting up for cobra. Nice gentle back bend. Tuck the toes, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Walk out the feet, pedaling them out like a pony. in through the nose and out the nose. And then inhale, look between the hands, step the feet up to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, lift for space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up to standing. And prayer the hands at heart center. Do that again a little faster. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, fold all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway for space. Step the feet back and plank. Hold here. Big deep inhale. And then drop the knees if you like and lower all the way down. Inhale to reach up. Cobra up dog. Exhale. Push back, downward facing dog. Breathe in nice and deep here. And let it out. Inhale, look between the hands. Step the feet forward to meet the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Get a little deeper. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And exhale the hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, fold all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway for space. Exhale, step back into plank. Hold at the top for a big deep inhale. And then lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, cobra up dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips. So we open up the hips, push down into both fingertips on all the fingers on each hand, so we're staying nice and firm here. And just sweep that foot inside of the right hand. Drop that left knee. Let's come into a low lunge. Lifting up. Feeling free to adjust knee over ankle, tracking nice and bright over here. Feel that stretch down the front side of the left hip. Open up the shoulders if you need to, if you feel tight. And then bring the hands down to the mat. Swing that foot back into all fours. Let's take one round of cat-cow. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone. Exhale, rounding the spine. And coming back to a neutral position. Tuck the toes, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big deep inhale and exhale here. This time, inhale the left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips. Press down into those fingertips on both hands, staying nice and strong in the shoulders. And then sweep that left foot inside the left hand. Drop that right knee, low lunge, lifting up. Again, knee is trekking over that left ankle. Woo. Holding here, feeling free to open up the arms. And then exhale the hands down to the mat. Pull that knee back. We're on all fours again. One round of cat-cow. Inhaling, lifting up. And exhaling, curling that spine. Coming back into a neutral spine, getting nice and long in that torso. Tuck the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to meet the feet at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift for space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale the hands to heart center. Coming to the center of your mat. Let's just spread those legs out nice and wide. We're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And the exhale, fold from the waist all the way down, strong, straight. back. Bringing the hands either right underneath the face, or you can even grab opposite elbows with opposite hands and take a few minutes to just sway back and forth, open up the back of the legs. If this is too intense, just bring the hands down to the floor. If you need to, if you feel like you're hyperextended, your lower back's really tight, just bend the knees some. And this will still give you a nice stretch, but it'll give you a little bit more depth here. Holding here. And then lift up tall on those tippy fingers. And exhale, fold again. One more time. Lift up tall on those tips of the fingers. And exhale, fold. And then bring the hands to the hips. Strong, straight back. Lift all the way up to standing. Open up to warrior two on the left side. So holding here. Knee is over the ankle. We're bending in. I know some people a lot of times find themselves here. See if you can bend into that knee a little bit. I love to turn my palms up in a gesture of being open to the energy around me during my practice. Looking over that left hand, holding here. One more big deep breath. And then inhale, turn the feet parallel, lift up through center, hands meet in the middle, and then over to warrior two on the right side, just bending into the other side. Trying to keep those shoulders over the body. Arms come out nice and wide, peering over that right hand. Breathing here. One more. And then inhale, lift up through center, arms reach up over the head. And then down to the hips here. Turn the toes out. You may have to walk them in a little bit towards the corner of your mat. And we'll just squat down nice and low here. Taking the hands out for goddess pose. Gently rocking side to side. Maybe you want to close your eyes here. And get nice and still. Can you lower down just a little deeper? And then inhale, lift all the way up to standing. Hands come down to the hips. Heel toe those feet in underneath you. Taking one standing pose, we'll take tree today. So pressing down into that right foot, take the sole of the left foot either to the ankle, the calf, or above the knee, just never on the knee. And then you can stay here in prayer position, or you can lift your arms up. Embracing all the wiggles and wobbles. I have a lot today. Every day is different. Breathing into it. And then slowly releasing. Shake out that right leg. Taking it on the left. Press down into the left foot. Bring the sole of the right foot to that ankle, calf, or above the knee. Finding that space of balance. Finding something to peer at on the wall or on the ground in front of you helps. Praying the hands at heart center, or lifting them up to make a big, beautiful tree limbs. Either way, holding here. Breathing all the way to the belly. And release. And shake out that left leg. Beautiful job, guys. Let's just come down to our backs on our mat. Roll back and allow Just gently rock here, side to side. You're holding on to the soles of your feet from the outside of the feet. You're trying to pull those feet up to track over, those ankles to track up over the knees, but they don't have to. Finding the place that's right for you, feeling that stretch in the inner thighs. Should feel good on the lower back as well. And release, bringing those knees together. We'll let them fall, just open to the right side, tucking that right hip under the left. Knees will stack, taking a supine twist, opening up the arms nice and wide like a T, and then peering over your left shoulder. So you create this twisted line, stretching all the way from the left fingertips down the neck and the back to the knees. Release, bringing those knees up through center and then letting them fall open to the left side. Tuck that left hip under the right. So nice and stacked. Open up into the hands, look over the right shoulder. And release. Bringing those knees into the chest. Making some small circles with the knees. And going the other way. Just releasing that lower back. Giving it a little bit of a massage here. And then gently roll up to a seated position. Going to sit in an easy seat on your mat. Praying the hands at heart center, gently closing the eyes. And taking a few moments here to just notice any changes in the body from the beginning of the practice to now. Slowing down that breath back to a nice, slow, steady inhale and exhale. If you found it getting a little unrhythmic during your practice, chance to just draw it back in. Let's take one big clearing breath all together, breathing in through the nose, out the mouth with a sigh. May we leave our mat today with the simple joy of what yoga can bring to our lives. 10 minutes, 12 minutes, short periods of time that we can take to find our mat, find our peace, and return to the heart each day. The divine light and love that lives inside of me honors the divine light and love that lives inside of you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for taking the last 10 days to do this practice with me. I hope that it adds so much to your life, just like it has done for mine. See you again soon.